All right, we want to take a minute, speaking of food, to tell you about a chance for your child to get free breakfast.
It's a great idea. On March 9th, McDonald's restaurants across the state are going to be giving out free breakfasts to students before taking the FCAT.
Students will get a free Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and a milk or orange juice from 6 to 9 in the morning. So stop by and make sure the kids have a good breakfast before they start their testing. Good luck to you guys.
It's 6:35 now, and students all across Florida will be filling in those circles starting tomorrow when the FCAT testing begins. But McDonald's is helping those kids start the day off with a smile. All McDonald's across the state of Florida are giving a free breakfast to students tomorrow from 6 to 9 a.m. The meal includes an Egg McMuffin, apple slices, and a milk or orange juice. And sorry, parents, your students have to be with you to pick those meals up.
And help your child fuel up before the big test. McDonald's is serving up free breakfast to kids 3rd through 11th grade tomorrow morning between 6 and 9. The free meal includes Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and a milk or orange juice.
You can always concentrate better on a full stomach, right?
You always do better.
You always do. Got to have breakfast.
Well, there might be some nervous kids at your house this morning as 3rd through 11th graders get ready to take the FCAT today. McDonald's wants to make sure your child does well by offering free breakfast to kids taking the test. An adult has to be there to take advantage of the deal, which includes an Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and a healthy drink.
Well, there is a way to ease the pressure if your student is taking that FCAT exam this morning. It is a free offer that will probably leave parents and kids loving it. Bay News 9's Dahlia Dangerfield is live now from the McDonald's in Claremont, where you can get a free breakfast before the FCAT. So, Dahlia, what's the turnout like there this morning?
Well, it starts in about a half an hour, and I can tell you this is the first time McDonald's has done something like this, and this is the meal that they're going to offer students who are taking the FCAT.
Girl, where the muffins at?
Workers at Bay Area McDonald's have been prepping for an unusual morning rush.
I need a Canadian.
For 2 hours this morning, they're offering thousands of students a hot breakfast for free. It's a little something to take the pressure off before this, a full day of the FCAT. The exams start today. Folks at McDonald's decided to give young test takers a free boost to make the test a bit more tolerable. Allison Adams owns more than 50 of the restaurants in the Bay Area.
I know, me personally, I have 2 little girls and I have a hard time dragging them out of bed in the morning, but if I mention McDonald's, they'll be running downstairs. So I figured it'll probably help moms and dads get their kids motivated.
By waiting in line, children taking the FCAT get an Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and a drink.
All right, there's no test more important, I should say, than the Florida teachers, 2 Florida teachers and students, than the FCAT.
Yeah, and in just a few short hours, students in the Sunshine State will begin this week's testing marathon. 10 Connects reporter Janie Porter is live at the McDonald's on 78th Street in Tampa this morning. And Janie, I guess we all want to know, what does Mickey D's have to do with the FCATs this morning?
Well, Mickey D's is giving out free breakfast this morning, G and K, Joe. You have to be a student, though. Sorry, guys. 3rd through 11th graders. Take a look at the spread here. Today, between 6 and 9, you get Egg McMuffin, you get the apple dippers, and then you get to choose between milk and orange juice. And as you mentioned, today is the first day of the dreaded FCAT, which replaced the high school competency test. So 3rd through 10th graders today are going to be beginning nearly 2 weeks of testing in reading and math. And then 5th, 8th, and 11th graders are going to be testing in science. Yesterday, this was kind of funny. We sat in as some parents tried the test out for themselves. After it, one mom said she sees why legislators want to replace the FCAT with end-of-course exams instead.
I just like that better. I just think it sticks to what you were taught, and if you learned it, I just think that's a better measure.
So this is your brain food today, you guys. Free McDonald's breakfast, Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and then your choice of drink today. It's between 6 and 9 in the morning. You have to be a 3rd through 11th grader today. And they're going on the honor system. They're not going to ID a 3rd grader as they come in to get their free breakfast today. But if you are under 15 years old, McDonald's asks that you bring a parent. OJ, you know what, you guys? OJ's good, but I'm not going to lie. I think I need some coffee. This is not going to do it for me today.
So kids can't get coffee. The 3rd grader can't ask for a black cup of coffee.
Yeah, they're not going to be doing that. But for the parents and for me, in a couple minutes, it's all about the coffee.
Oh my goodness, that breakfast looked really, really great.
Good idea, Danny. Thank you.
Feed your brain this morning and feed those kiddos' brains. It really does make a difference when you have breakfast.
Kudos to McDonald's for offering that free of charge.
Burger King, time to step up.
Bay News 9's Dahlia Dangerfield is live now from the McDonald's in Claremont, where you can get a free breakfast this morning ahead of that FCAT test. So, Dahlia, what is the turnout like out there?
Well, we've been here for the past half an hour, and there have probably been more than 100 people show up so far. Just take a look at how busy it is right now. People lining up for that free meal before taking that stressful test, the FCAT test. And let me tell you what they will get. They're getting the Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and an orange juice or a bottle of milk if they'd like that. And with me today is Michael Floyd, and he's actually a 5th grade teacher at Claremelle Elementary right across the street from here. And you say this is a good thing, huh?
This is an excellent thing for all the children of the community to be able to come here for breakfast and enjoy a good hot meal just before FCAT.
Well, how's it going to help the FCAT?
Well, it's going to help the students actually. Help them mentally, emotionally, help their brain get going this morning.
Now, you asked your students, you're a 5th grade teacher, and you asked your students to come here?
Yes, I did. I asked all 20 of them to meet me at McDonald's, and they're starting to come in.
And Jakira, you're one of the students right here now, huh? Tell me, what do you think about this? Not much, huh? What do you think about the test today? Are you worried? No, you'll do well. And she's about to get her meal in a couple of minutes. Again, 6 o'clock to 9 a.m., a free meal for those students taking the FCAT. And they're asking that people who come here to come here with their parents if they're under 15 years old. Erica?
All right, Dahlia, thank you. Now, the franchise owners came up with this idea for breakfast about 6 months ago. They've been spreading that message at the restaurants and throughout the school districts for the past week. Restaurants all over the state are offering the free deal ahead of the FCAT exam.
Well, today is the first day of the FCAT for students in Florida, and this morning a free breakfast offer brought thousands of hungry students to local McDonald's.
I'm here to get free breakfast at the FCAT, and I'm feeling nervous, but then again, I'm feeling good about the FCAT.
This probably helped a little bit. Now, each student between 3rd and 11th grade who showed up got a free Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and choice of milk or orange juice. Now, this was offered at every McDonald's in Florida today, including this one on Claremelle in Tampa. It was packed by 6 a.m., we're told. The FCAT continues for about 2 weeks, but the deal ended this morning at 9.
In a way to ease the FCAT pressure, a fast food giant handed out free breakfast before kids sat down to take those standardized tests. Bay News 9's Dahlia Dangerfield is on scene in Claremelle, where students lined up this morning for that big deal.
All's quiet here now, but this place was hopping earlier this morning. Kids from all over the Bay Area coming here to take advantage of this free breakfast. More than 500 kids lined up at this location alone to get their Egg McMuffins and apple dippers. Research shows kids who have breakfast tend to do better on exams. For these kids, it definitely seems to be taking some of the pressure off what could be a very stressful day. One father brought his 3 sons here around 6 this morning after the kids heard about it at school.
They convinced me to come. They actually twisted my arm this morning. All of them.
Well, that was cool because I never had breakfast at McDonald's before, like for free.
Now, it's the first time McDonald's has done something like this, and initially they didn't know what to expect. But from all accounts, they're calling this a success. I'm on scene in Hillsborough County, Dahlia Dangerfield, Bay News 9.
Parents, you're not the only ones doing all you can to help your kids pass the FCAT. Today, kids all over the Bay Area took advantage of free breakfast at McDonald's. Our cameras caught happy kids picking up free Egg McMuffins, apple dippers, and drinks at this Tampa McDonald's.
Nothing spells success like a full stomach. So today, the first day of the FCATs, McDonald's offered a free breakfast to every child taking the big test. Look at that crowd. They got a free Egg McMuffin, apple dippers, and milk.
We're just getting a breakfast so that way we don't starve during the FCAT.
That's smart. This is the first year for the FCAT promotion. It was very popular. Children and their parents crammed into the restaurants to take advantage to get a good breakfast before the big test. And that's a way to calm the nerves, too, because kids get a little nervous about it in the beginning.
And can you imagine us taking the FCAT
test?
I mean, imagine what that would be like, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't be pretty.
Yeah, this afternoon was beautiful. This morning we had rain. I was out with 3 of my kids at McDonald's getting that free breakfast for FCATs. It was crowded, man. And then we're sitting there eating our Egg McMuffins and we look outside and it's raining.